Hi, my name is Tori, and I'm excited to share with you how the implementation of technology over the course of the last 7 years has changed my perspective on teaching. It's also helped me inspire my colleagues, which is why I feel I can be an excellent resource for educators within our district. Being an educator is not an easy task, and it's because of technology that helped me realize I can spend more time creating meaningful and fun lessons. So I guess you could say I'm sort of a technology advocate. I've always been a tech guru. When my father brought home one of the very first iMacs, I was hooked. Fast forward to my first couple years of teaching, and I was struggling to make it. I felt like I was going through the motions, but my kids weren't learning anything and none of us were having any fun. It was the summer after my 3rd year when I attended my first camped conference in Houston, Texas. It was there when I was completely inspired to change the scope of my classroom. I was in awe by how some teachers were utilizing iPads, TI-inspired calculators, and transforming their classrooms into flipped classrooms. The technology was aiding them in a higher level concept, and it seemed like the kids were learning more and having fun because of it. I basically spent the next 2 years going to conferences and attempting different forms of technology in my classroom. Seeing my classroom transform into a discovery-based learning environment got me excited about my job again. Students were presenting their findings to the class and asking higher-level questions. They were using the software on their computers to do projects as well as problem-based learning activities, and it was fun. I was recording my lessons and students were watching them at home and coming the next day with a better understanding. I became familiar with technologies such as ImageMate, Camtasia, Swivel, and Smart Recorder to help create the best quality videos.
So in the first box, what are we going to put? A 3. In the second box, now we can't change this to a minus sign, but we can just input a what? -2, and then in the last box, what are we going to put? -12. Good?
Communication was becoming seamless between student and teacher because of the Google Classroom. I created evening office hours so my students could email me and ask me questions on their homework. Smartboard allowed me to create games and classroom activities that allowed the kids to get up and move and be involved in the learning.
So what I have to do is I got to plug in -2 into y.
Okay, good.
And so what I do now is that I multiply 4 times -2, which gives me -3x minus 6, or minus 8, I'm sorry. Less than or equal to 16.
Good.
Next, what I do is I add 8 on both sides.
And so then he just pressed the tab key to get that second graph to pop up, just like we did with systems, right? When we did systems, you had two graphs on the same coordinate plane.
As I saw the shift in my classroom change, I got inspired to make a change in other classrooms as well. I was given the opportunity to help the district roll out and train teachers on the new Inspire technology for the past 2 summers. I became an Inspire leader and a go-to person within the district, and I made sure in my presentations to connect with my colleagues and show them that this change was actually going to make their jobs more fun. The feedback I got from these presentations pushed me to expand my outreach to the state level. I presented for the first time at the camped conference in the summer of 2015. I wanted to give back to those teachers that were struggling to find their purpose like I once was. In February, I presented on a national level at the T-Cubed International Conference in Orlando as an official T-Cubed instructor. It was such an honor to represent Northside and San Antonio, Texas, and share with teachers from all over the world the amazing things we are doing in our classrooms. I started using my social media platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to share the amazing things happening in education, in hopes it might inspire a teacher to try something new. I'm dedicated to inspiring teachers to make little changes with technology that will get them excited about their job again. I know that with my passion for learning and sharing the latest and greatest with technology, the teachers in Northside will want to become 21st century educators because they'll be inspired, like I once was, to make a change and make a difference in their classroom.